Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at the Yadia Trooper 1, and this thing is absolutely sick. Before we get into it, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content. Hit that thumbs 9, so just under $2,000. And this bike is very well made, super tough, super there we'll get to in a second. So the bike weighs 73 pounds, so not terrible. It'll carry riders up to 331 pounds. So being 260 pounds, this thing 2 miles per hour, but out of the box it will do 20 miles per hour max. And what we'll do is we'll do a video on how to unlock the bike to show you guys the process of that, but you take all the responsibility when you do that. So just keep that in mind. The Trooper 1 comes with a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery, and it does have LG 21700 cells, so a very nice quality battery. This bike is UL certified. This battery will get you up to 56 miles of range. This bike is a better bike. You do have Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, which is really nice to see, especially going speeds upwards of 30 miles per hour. Now, as far as the tires go, you get a nice CST 20 by 4 inch fat tire, so very nice for off-roading and on the pavement, so a nice dual purpose tire. You do get some nice long plastic fenders. You do a really good job of keeping mud and dirt off of you and the bike. Come around to the back, visible on the road, which is nice to see. One of our favorite things about the Yadia Trooper 1 is this thing is super comfy, even for long rides. We haven't experienced the typical fatigue. The bike does have dual suspension. Here is your rear suspension. Very nice. Does a really good job on the bumps, off-road and on-road. And also, you have a nice RST fork in the front. Really nice looking fork. It does a very good job. Now, we love when you get added value. Really nice quality. Some groceries in there. Whatever you need to carry. Super nice to have that come right out of the box. You have some nice crank arms with some pretty good quality pedals. The Trooper 1 is only 1 speed. You do have a smaller crank wheel, so we'll see how pedaling is on this bike, but the crank arms are pretty long. So another really nice aspect of this bike is the front fender system. You have the half fender under the fork, and then you also have the other half on the body here. So a really nice job from Yadia. Definitely like that style. We absolutely love the headlight on the Trooper 1. It's actually got the Yadia logo built in. You can actually see it says Yadia there too, but a really nice bright headlight. It's also got the daytime running ring around the headlight, which is a nice touch. Really nice handlebar system. It's very similar to the Super 73 RX. This bike comes with very nice grips. They are locking too, so these aren't moving on you. You have your horn and your headlight button here, and also your left brake lever. In the middle, you have some nice real estate to put anything like a phone holder, whatever you want to mount in the middle of the bike. This has a reflector out of the box, which is kind of nice, but we will be taking this off and replacing it with a phone holder. On the right hand side, you do have a nice LED screen along with your right lever. So we'll power this on just to see how it looks. You got your battery reading here for your battery level, your miles per hour, and also your odometer. You have some modes that you can switch through, your tripometer, and also I believe those are your volts. So this button right here will switch through your modes for your power. So you have eco, mid, and high. You can certainly feel the power difference with each mode. But this is a fantastic bike, really, really sharp looking, and it's about half the price of a Super 73 RX, and I think you get a lot more value with this bike. It's a lot better made, a lot better quality. We just absolutely love this thing. Yadia does a great job. We had one of their scooters too. It was amazing. They make really great products. Feedback, and we definitely appreciate it. It helps out the channel. So if you guys have any questions about the specs or features on this bike, please leave them in the comment section below. We get back to everybody. All right, so let's get on this bike and see how it performs. All right, so we're on the Yadia Trooper 1, and right away this bike feels really nice, especially the seat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a brake test with the hydraulic disc brakes on this bike at this storm drain here. All right, so we locked them up. When they put really good brakes on these bikes, especially when they go over 30 miles per hour. All right, so if you look, they go over 20 miles per hour, the speedometer stops working. So that is a known issue. But we did GPS this bike to go 31 miles per hour top speed. So it definitely lives up to its claim. And honestly, you don't really need to go any faster. Now, as far as the riding position goes, Really nice. So obviously when you take it out of the box, you can adjust the handlebars to your liking, you know, further back or more forward. We got them right where we wanted them, but really nice position as far as riding goes. 32 miles an hour, so I can actually move pretty far back, which is nice. So a lot of its competitors, they have really small saddles and not a lot of padding on them. So you definitely get some fatigue back there. Not with this though. This, we've gone on rides upwards of 15, 20 miles and no fatigue at all. This is a really nice feeling seat. Now, even though you don't get your speed with the speedometer not working, you do get an accurate reading as far as the battery goes, so you don't lose that. And you do get really nice range on this bike. 56 miles of range that this bike is capable of, which is pretty impressive. Now, we definitely love this thumb throttle. I don't know what it is, but I'd rather have a thumb throttle than a twist throttle. You do have your light button and also your horn. You get that synthetic horn sounds. Well, that's par for the course with these kind of bikes. But a really nice, smooth ride. And it's really easy to turn, really agile. You kind of feel like you're one with the bike, which is nice, you know? And when you get a nice, comfy ride like this, it just makes you feel a little safer on the bike because it's super easy to turn and corner. It's effortless, I'm telling you. Like, there's a lot of bikes that we review and very nice bikes, but they just do not handle very well. They're not like you can on the Trooper One. Now, let me assure you, everybody here is RST. Really good job of providing that added suspension and added smooth ride. I'm telling you, it definitely has that added power to get up the hills when needed. So we're going to take, really nice. All right. Wow, this is a really nice ride. Doing a really nice job of handling all the bumps. I mean, I'm telling you, you're talking the Super 73 RX. I think it's the Adventure Series or whatever they're calling it now. It's $4,400. This thing is under $2,000 as we speak for the money. So you save over $2,000, so $2,400 that you can spend on other gear, other accessories to put on with this bike. Got a lot of activity over here today. But guys, as you can see, this thing around. And the cornering and the turning radius is so easy to make a quick move if you need to. We're loving it. All right, so there is a Trooper One from Yadia. Really sharp looking bike. This thing is going to give the Super 73 a run for its money, especially at the current price of just under $2,000. I'm telling you, even the normal price of $2,200, this thing blows the Super 73s out of the water. Now, the only thing we notice is it's not very comfortable to pedal, especially being a bigger person, a taller person. My knees are definitely coming up towards my pedal bike. I'm telling you, it's more electric moped to ride around town with the throttle. And if you need to, you can pedal. But a bigger guy like me, it's just not very comfortable to pedal. The suspension on this bike does a really good job. Got the RST front fork. And you also have the suspension in the rear. Again, this seat is super comfy. A lot of padding. And the fact that you can get up to 56 miles on this 20 amp hour battery is pretty impressive. All right, as you can see, you have a very nice bright headlight in the front. So as I was saying, if you look at my knees are coming up pretty high to my chest. With the throttle and the pedals are basically a legality issue, you know, just to make sure that it's legal on the road. But other than that, if you guys have any questions regarding the Yadia Trooper 1, please leave them in the comment section below. We get back to everybody. We can also save you some money if you use our affiliate link in the description below. Helps out the channel, and we definitely appreciate it. But until next time, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.